so y'all better catch. I got big dreams, you walk talk, when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
Yes sir, man, we are back. And we actually, this is back for a part 2, because a lot of y'all was you know, in the comments talking about this whole Mexican OT situation. So look, we back for another one, man. I guess apparently it just got worse. So let's go ahead and see what the word is, man. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you rocking with your boy. Let's get it.
But apparently we're not. The situation is still being talked about. And now Mexican OT just lost his right-hand man and his biggest defender in this situation. Honestly, Sauce Walka may have been the only black person, at least with status, that defended Mexican OT. When Mexican OT's situation started to go viral, Sauce Walka ran to his phone and began defending Mexican OT. But it was the quickness and the aggressiveness that caught a lot of people by surprise and turned a lot of people off. Sauce Walka compared saying the N-word to eating a taco. And if you so dare to enjoy the savory tacos, then you can't be mad that somebody says the N-word. Regardless of where you stand on the N-word issue, we could all acknowledge that Sauce Walka comparison to eating tacos and saying the N-word is absolutely moronic. It sucks. It's stupid. Now, a lot of people looked at the aggressiveness in which Sauce Walka was defending Mexican OT, and they just dismissed it as pandering. Texas has a really huge Hispanic community. The consumer base for hip-hop is majority Hispanic in Texas. Sauce Walka is a hip-hop artist, so Sauce Walka kind of wanted it to pander to that particular community. But apparently Sauce Walka, no less than a week later, is now changing his entire tone on the situation. And it feels like he realized what the consequences are for, dare I say, owning, which to me is worse than his original stance. See, I don't care what your opinion is on who can say the N-word and who can't. I'm never gonna judge you. If you have a different opinion on a situation, I'm never gonna be like, hey, bro, I can't be your friend for it. No, bro, this is one of those issues where, yo, I don't feel like this issue is divided down a line of good people and bad people. That's just dumb. Some good people believe that, you know, that Mexican OT can say the N-word. Some bad people don't believe that he can say the N-word. Just like some good people believe that he shouldn't say it, and some bad people believe he should say it. So this is not a topic that I'm gonna judge somebody's character on. But what I would say is, as a man, you should have principles and convictions. And if your opinion is swaying based on the consequences, then that's not something I can respect as a man. Yo, if you want to stand 10 foot down as a soldier and say, yo, that's my brother, he can say the N-word, leave him alone, we not rocking with that, we standing with him, I gotta respect it, because I'm not willing to die for it. But when you flip-flopping in this manner, when you come back after you receive the consequences and the backlash from black folks, and now your reputation is tanking, and now your career is probably, you know, in a very shaky place right now because black folks is looking at you crazy, especially in your previous stances where you come across as if you are a militant black man, as if you got boots on the ground. So now they're looking at you a little crazy. And then you instantly flip on your homie? Nah, son. And I'm not buying this excuse of, oh, I didn't see the video. Cut it out, bruh. The video was a minute long. It was trending. You had to see that video to defend him in the first place.
Oh, yeah, man, say, man, kid that did Sauce Walka. I did an interview last night. Shout out to my boy, there's a project. He'll be dropping some. The subject in hand, Mexican OT. See, now, at first, when I was speaking on what I was speaking on, I was only talking about the shit I seen on Say Cheese with the girl and I Say Cheese. My bro Dez showed me the interview and showed me exactly verbatim what Mexican OT said on the interview on the podcast with all the women. OTB.
Let's open Claude Code. Shift tab. Bam. Born
I still stand on what I said.
Is over. Claude Code.
You weren't wrong. I still stand on it.
Wrong, ho.
Oh, cut it out, cut it out, bruh. The Say Cheese post literally had the clip.
I think the part that triggered a lot of people is when he said who gonna do something about it or who gonna say something about it. I think that's really the only part where like most people was getting triggered. But other than that, like, come on, little bro. Like, come on, man. I stand on what I said. I said what I said, and that's just what it is.
And this is not like a clip where you gotta watch the clip the full way to no. He said it literally within a couple of seconds within the clip. He said, "Hey, are there any black men in this room?"
See?
Just one. I bet. Hey, what y'all gonna do about it if I do say the N-word?
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't agree with. And I didn't agree with it when he did it. I spoke on it the first time. Now, taunting niggas, that ain't the most smartest thing to do. Like, if he would have just left it without all the taunting in there, if he would have left that part out and just said what he had to say, I don't even think a lot of people would even be tripping as bad. I mean, they still gonna do it regardless, but at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody has their own perspective and perceptions, and based off of how they, see the world or whatever the case is. And that's cool. Everybody's entitled to that. I don't agree with the part where you taunting niggas, like, basically, like, and because as you know, man, niggas don't take light to disrespect. And that did come off a little disrespectful. But as far as everything else he's saying and him saying the word, like, who cares?
To tell me that you didn't see that particular clip and you was defending him saying the N-word with the veracity in which you did, I don't believe it, bro. I'm not buying it not one bit. He literally said it within the first few seconds.
Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Mm-hmm. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Will right there. And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it was shit. What the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. Mm-hmm. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know? It's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. Mm-hmm. You know?
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. Mm-hmm. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, shit. I mean, and not even trying to justify, but shit, y'all just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
So no, I'm not buying at all, not one bit whatsoever.
We literally all came from the same place. Only difference is we all got dropped off in different areas. And I know he's talking about the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and stuff like that, but that's the same thing for the so-called black Native Americans, Hispanics, bro. Come from all the same place, bro. We all the same people. Only difference is some got dropped off over here. Now they speak Spanish. Some got dropped off over here, and now they speak English. I mean, a lot of people gotta instead of thinking and thinking with your emotion and being emotional, actually listen to what he's saying. And I feel like a lot of people got offended just based off how his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I feel like that's what really triggered everybody the most.
That oh man, I didn't see that part of the clip. Cut it out. Yes, you did, man. And this still won't help. He would have been better off, to be honest, if he would have just stuck to his guns and talked to Mexican OT in private. Because, the people who are upset at you, the people who are trying to cancel you, the people who aren't going to listen to your music anymore because you had the strong stance you had initially, they still won't like you. They still won't let up on you. They still won't listen to your music.
Recently, there's been this one filter that has completely taken the film industry by storm.
Because Yo, you're not even addressing the real issue. They are mad at you because you said Mexican OT can say the N-word. Now you're coming back to say, well, man, listen, man, he wrong for how he said it in the clip, but he can still say the N-word though. Bro, if that was your stance, you should have just stuck to your guns. Now you've successfully isolated both sides. Now the people who love Mexican OT don't rock with you. And now the people who believe that no Mexicans should say the N-word, they still not rocking with you. You have successfully isolated yourself and put yourself dead smack in the middle of this issue where no sides like you.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, though, but I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, OT. And you got a black brother. That's what you partially was gonna get into it, but you don't want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother in this mix, nigga. Real little nigga, your brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel more what I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't with you about saying, can you say nigga because you grew up with us, went through all this shit with us, you love us, you been through everything that a nigga been through, so that's why you say you can say nigga. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say nigga in a room full of women, is there any black nigga in here? Is there any nigga in here? Well, if it is nigga, what you gonna do about it? That's where you up at, brother. That's where the disrespect is. Because OT, you know, if you was in a room full of violent from Houston, full of violent like myself, TSF nigga, any nigga that's really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation and you said it in that way. Y'all said, because who's gonna do shit about it? There would have been 6 niggas in a room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that. You know how this shit get down in Houston. You a Texas Crip. If a nigga come up to you and say, Mexican OT,
I didn't know Mexican OT was a Crip. He was a
Crip. And what you gonna do about it? You gonna want to fight about that. This nigga in the room gonna say, who ain't what squabble? And that's where the disrespect and the third part is, OT. Because at the end of the day, you know there's nothing but women in that room. There's a bunch of girls in that room. It was a now violent street nigga that come from where you come from and been through what you've been through, or that's from somewhere else that's gonna disagree with you and with their statement to the point to where they'll fight you about that, or they'll do something about that. So therefore, that's what people in the general public gonna take it like that's holy. Because
and exactly, I don't even feel like OT. I don't know what Flacco talking about, but I don't even feel like OT even changed up or backtrack on what he said. Only thing he getting at is basically like I said, niggas do not like to be taunted. Like it's kind of like what we call it in California, getting marked out. So like that's how like it came off. Like you was trying to like mark some niggas out. Like what you gonna like? That's how that comes off. So dudes hate to feel like they getting marked out. You know, pride and they get at you. That's just what it really comes down to. Now, as far as everything else, I don't even care. I really don't care if you say it or not. But I could see why people would get mad and triggered, because why? You was taunting and you like basically came off like you trying to mark niggas out like they not gonna do something to you, or that they wouldn't do nothing to you, which is a stupid reason to even get at somebody anyway. Like, it ain't stupid. I ain't gonna say that, but I'll say like, no, that ain't. I'm not saying it's stupid for him saying what he said, or for somebody to want to get at him because of what he said. That's not what I'm saying. But yeah, like I can see why they would want to get at you, because like you don't just. That's like going into a room full of wolves and dangling eating meat in front of them they ain't ate in days. Boy, they gonna tear your ass up. Pause.
if you're doing something in the setting where people are going to consider it, where it's safe to say that right there and right there, would you possibly say that around a room full of?
There's never a point where I've been in some controversy and thought, man, I wish that Sauce Walker had my back. I don't even think Sauce Walker is the best person to have your back on this particular issue, man. If Mexican OT could finesse it to where Dr. Umar Johnson could have his back, I don't know. Charlemagne, who's also like one of these like pro-black podcasters, right? If he could manage to finesse, I don't know how you're gonna do this, man. Right? But there's a dude out of Texas, man, called Cornell X. if he could manage to get Cornell X and say, nah, Mexican OT is good, he got the hood pass, that's better suited. Sauce Walker defending you actually works against you, to be honest with, right? Now, there's some Crips from Long Beach, California, and they have an issue with Mexican OT saying the N-word. And I've done a pretty good job at kind of highlighting like the side of Sauce Walker and folks who believe that he should be able to say it, that I haven't really highlighted the people who don't believe he should say it. So let's check out this clip from Viral Way. It's a podcast of Long Beach Crips, and they have a big issue with Mexican OT being able to say the N-word.
Man, Flacco, why you gotta? I don't be liking how Flacco gotta add in that Long Beach Crips. Just say they viral like, cause I feel like when you say that type of stuff, like yes, they are Crips, but I feel like when you, and this is a sidebar, I just don't like that. Like, I feel like that's putting niggas in a box. Like, just say the viral podcast, Viral Way podcast of dudes from Long Beach. Why they gotta be Long Beach Crips? Now you putting them into a box. Like, nah, like, bro, just say they from Long Beach. That's it. Like, come on, bro.
Hold
on. Oh, yeah, hold up.
So is Mad Honey legal? Just take a little teaspoon. Just get in there.
I will take a little teaspoon. You go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you scared?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I better chill out with all that N-word stuff. I just seen Mexican OT.
I knew this was coming.
Had an interview. 2 black chicks asked him, do you think Hispanics should be able to say the N-word? He says, man, I wish it was some black dudes in here right now. Look around. Spit
black dude.
They say, oh, it's a black dude right there. He said, okay, cool. If I do say it, what the gonna do about it? And this is why I don't give no passes. It ain't even the fact that you grew up with blacks. It ain't the fact that the blacks you grew up with accept you saying it. It's the fact that you cocky and basically acting like all blacks, period, is just marks. And ain't gonna do nothing for you saying it.
That was the problem.
Y'all see what I'm saying? This whole thing has nothing, zero to do with him saying it. Everybody that spoke on it, it's people that said they don't want him saying it, but the only thing that everybody keeps bringing up is the way he said that, because it feels like you're trying to mark, like you real cocky with it. Like basically like taunting dudes, like, what are you gonna do? I'm telling you, bro. That's only problem.
Hold on, what you mean? What the fuck we gonna do? What you trying to say?
And that's what it is. That goes crazy.
Start getting beat the fuck up, and niggas trying to blur these lines. Oh man, they cool, this and that. No, you cool with your homies, nigga. Around every other black is out. If I don't know you, I'm smacking you straight up. That's me personally.
I don't even like my people that I know that are other races. Don't like that I know. Don't say that around me or to me. Me personally, I feel like, again, you have people who grow up and you know people gonna say it, but I don't like to communicate in that way with other people, and that's why I try not to even call other races what's up, my nigga. I don't even want to give niggas an impression that it's cool to do that.
Like you just said, bro, we got to press that line, homie. And once they know you're not playing, that's when everybody's like, oh, okay, I'm going to chill out. And then if it is going to be an issue, then it's up at that point.
Bro should have stood up and crashed him, honestly, because like now you pretty much testing me. Like, all right, what you going to do?
The word is so universal, niggas going to chill out, but it do take to like what bro said. It's not even about the word at this point. It's about you blatantly trying to disrespect it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what you going to do? Like, what the you talking about? Even if you didn't say it at that point, it's damn near probably go time. Probably
because he looked around and said, I wish it was some in here. Well, I wish it was some black dude junior.
What's crazy about that is that I don't agree with it's that still part. Pump faking to me. Because if it's not even that fact, it's content. You're looking around, you know it ain't no in here.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know this. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Put her in a room full of some that's really on that type of time. And let's see if he got the heart to do that, then I have nothing to say.
But that's my question, though. I'm here. Who will be the dudes who are on that type of time? Because the gang members, they get passes. And those my guys. Viral Way, y'all know those my brothers. But I ain't going to let them sit here and pop it like the gangbangers in California is checking Mexicans. They not. Cut it out, man.
Come on, bro.
Some of them.
Just keep it a buck, bro. Let's just keep it 100, bro. Like in LA, all over LA, I see plenty of Mexicans using the N-word, bro. Never seen none of them get marked out, bro. Never seen nobody get mad. I didn't see niggas in it's Mexicans from black people hoods. Never seen them get like, come on, bro. I'm telling you, it's only a select few who really trip off of that. It ain't everybody. It ain't the whole black community, bro. Like, nobody really cares like that. Now, if you say with the hard ER, that's a little different. That's totally different. And because you know for a fact that that's meant to be disrespectful. But like I said, I'm gonna say it again. People don't even know the history of that word. They think that white people invented that word to disrespect us. No, idiot. That word is in the Bible. It's in Acts 13:1. Look it up. It's spelled differently, but it's pronounced the same. That word was being used even back in the Bible times. And guess what that word meant in Latin? It means black. Guess what that word was used for in the Bible? To describe dark-skinned people. Come on, bro. Like, y'all gotta really like do y'all research, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That was just a little gem for y'all.
I can't speak for all black gangbangers in LA, but a lot of them is terrified of Mexicans in California.
I wouldn't
terrified.
Flock. Now, I wouldn't say all that.
I haven't seen.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Like now Flacco is rage baiting for sure, because that's not the facts. That definitely ain't the facts. That's really not the facts. I mean, you got people it's just people that's scared of other people in general. You got some Mexicans that might fear blacks. You got some blacks that might fear Mexicans. I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, that what he talking about, Flacco don't know what he talking about. He just rage baiting.
The black gang in California more ruthless than the Mexican mafia, bro. Bro, yo, I know people who, when they do content and they podcasting, and the Mexican mafia is like, you know, like you have to like say the words out loud when you're reading the script. They go out their way to not even mention that, bro. That's how spooked and terrified people are. Shout out to the dude, man, who looks like the Philly Muslim with the beard and the Just Do It shirt. He says, oh, well, we got to start pressing that line. Press what line? On hold. California gangbangers got no shortage. Y'all don't got a shortage of Mexican rappers who say the N-word in the city, especially in Southern California. Y'all got no shortage, bro. Y'all got the names,
bro.
Go press the line. What's been stopping y'all from pressing the line for the last 10 years? I don't want to hear no gangbangers in California, bro. Not one talk about Mexicans say the N-word. Because most of the time, the gangbangers in California are the ones giving the Mexicans the right to say the N-word. Nah, blood. He from the set, blood. He from the set, cuz. Nah, man, bro. He one of us. Come on, bro. How you gonna tell the homie who grew up in the set and gangbang with you all your life that he can't say the N-word, cuz? Come on, blood. That's not. Come on, man. The FOI members. I got more faith in the Nation of Islam members to press a gangbanging Mexican or a rapping Mexican for saying the N-word than I got in a Southern California gangbanger. Cut it out, man. Now, I'll be real. Those dudes on that couch, Viral, Messiah, I'm not them personally, so I can speak for their character. I know they gonna press some ish, all right? They gonna press. I do believe that if they're in the room and a Mexican say the N-word in front of them, they're gonna press. But how they are speaking, it feels like they speaking for California and black men in California and gangbangers in California. And I'm here to say, cut it out, bro. We're not about to live in that fantasy world, bro. I don't got a iota, a mustard seed of faith in no California gangbanger policing the N-word when it comes to the Mexicans. Cut it. Yo, they don't even want to smoke when like they get violated. You think they gonna want to smoke over the N-word? Cut it out, man. I'm not buying that, man.
Hey, this is why we got to start crashing niggas for the word to prevent this type of behavior in the first place.
But I feel
that's what he was saying. So now
that's not gonna happen,
the whole point is it's like, okay, you're gonna have to keep crashing, or it goes to the point where, like you said, don't put yourself in those situations to allow yourself to even be in those predicaments.
I'm saying if he would have explained it in a respectful way,
now it would have been different.
Where we all understand we have people from other races who say around us who grew up with us. Everybody can understand that. It was what the is any gonna do about it?
See?
What?
It's how he said it, not what he said.
I'm tripping on that because again, he's a rapper. He's from Texas, right? He's from Houston, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm assuming his demographic.
Well, their politics are a little bit different down there too.
It don't matter about the politics. That's a universal word.
I'm not even about to go down that route. What I'm saying is his fans are black for the most part. You get what I'm saying? You can do that look all you want.
I think they more
Hip hop
Mexican.
is a black. We're not even about to go down that road.
No,
bro.
it's black for sure. Blacks boosted him up.
That's
for sure,
exactly, bro. Because we already
okay. Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
He appeals to the blacks, bro. At the end of the day, he said it as if when nobody check him, when nobody check his chin, and he knew he did that because again there was no around him to press his line because he knows some around he would have got crashed out.
This is how I look at it. What's different from that? The nigga screaming at the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like on live talking about what he gonna do to me. It's to me, I look at that no different. It's easy to say a lot of things in front of the cameras when there is no opposition to go against that.
I know a lot of people probably wouldn't make it this far in the video, but my honest opinion on this situation, man, is just respect.
Exactly, and that concludes that, man. But let me just say this though. Like I said from the jump, nobody really cares. As you can see, every response that's been to this so far, like of people that's in position, whatever the case is, or like on podcasts, whatever the case is not. It ain't even about what he said. It's about how he said it and his demeanor when he said it. That's the only thing that people are highlighting. He said it. He said it in a disrespectful manner, and then basically like testing people. That's the only thing. Other than that, I guarantee you this wouldn't even make a headline. So with that being said, man, make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, man, I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
As I lay back in my seat, I'm floating in and out of consciousness. Weaving through the traffic, the madness, and all the politics. Granted as they come, no getting high off my accomplishments. Speaking dirty on my name and slowly build my confidence. Just wait for me, about to breach in territories unfamiliar. Don't envy me, jealousy, greed surely will kill you. Angels on my side will do you dirty for the life familiar.